Come on in, sugar. And close that screen door behind you quickly. Do not let the flies in. Phew, feel that heat? It is the middle of August. The thermometer on the porch says 98 degrees. The air is so thick with humidity you could cut it with a knife. But inside this kitchen, it is even hotter. Look at this table. Just look at it. It is covered, from end to end, with peaches. Bushels and bushels of them. My husband, Henry, brought them in from the orchard this morning. He said the trees were groaning under the weight. They are beautiful, aren't they? Pick one up. Gently now. They bruise if you look at them wrong. Feel that fuzzy skin? It feels like velvet. Smell it. Bring it right up to your nose. It smells like perfume. It smells like sunshine and sugar and earth all mixed together. But here is the problem, sugar. A peach is a fragile thing. It is perfect for exactly 1 day. Maybe 2. If we leave them sitting here, by tomorrow, they will be soft. By the next day, they will be rotten. And the fruit flies will take over. Nature is generous, but she is also impatient. She gives us everything at once, and she says, "Here you go, handle it or lose it." And we do not lose food in this family. We grew up in hard times. We know what it is like to have a winter pantry that is looking a little bit empty. So today, we are going to do something magical. We are going to stop time. We are going to take this hot, humid, golden August day, and we are going to trap it inside a glass jar. See that big pot on the stove? The blue speckled one? That is the water bath canner. It is boiling. The water is rolling. The steam is rising up and curling the wallpaper. I know you are sweating. I am sweating too. My apron is sticking to me. My hair is frizzy. But this is the price we pay. You cannot have sweet peaches in January if you are afraid of a little heat in August. So, wash your hands. Scrub them good. Put on an apron. We have work to do. We have 5 bushels of fruit to process before the sun goes down. And let me tell you, sugar. There is no machine in a factory that can do what we are about to do. Machines have no heart. They just pack fruit. We are packing memories. We are going to peel, slice, and pack until our fingers are wrinkled and our feet are sore. But when you hear that sound, that glorious sound of the lid sealing later tonight, you will know it was worth every drop of sweat. Are you ready? Grab a paring knife, the sharp one. Let's get to work. Now, let me teach you the trick to peeling a peach without wasting the flesh. If you use a knife to peel it, you will cut away too much of the good stuff. We do not waste, so we use the blanching method. Watch me closely. I take a peach. I use my knife to cut a tiny little X on the bottom. Just a shallow cut. Then, I drop it into this pot of boiling water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We count to 30 seconds. You do not want to cook it. You just want to shock the skin. Then, use the slotted spoon. Scoop it out quickly, and drop it immediately into this big bowl of ice water. Splosh. Listen to that hiss. That is the sound of the cooking stopping. Now, pick it up. It is cold now. Find the little X. Grab a corner of the skin. And pull. Look at that. The skin slips right off like a silk robe. It leaves the fruit perfectly smooth, perfectly round, and glowing like a polished stone. It is satisfying, isn't it? Once you get into the rhythm, it becomes a dance. Drop in hot water. Wait. Scoop. Drop in ice water. Peel. Slice. Drop. Wait. Scoop. Peel. Slice. Over and over again. Now, look at this one here. It has a bruise on the side. A soft brown spot where it probably fell off the branch. Do we throw it away? Absolutely not. We just take our knife, and we cut the bad spot out. The rest of the peach is still sweet. The rest of it is still good. That is a life lesson right there. Sugar. Nobody is perfect. We all have bruises. We all have soft spots where life has dropped us a few times. But you do not throw the whole person away just because they have a scar. You cut out the bad part, you forgive the damage, and you keep the sweetness. Into the bowl it goes. We are slicing them into quarters. Look at the color of that flesh. Deep yellow, bleeding into orange near the pit. My hands are sticky with juice. The air smells so sweet it makes my mouth water. I remember doing this with my mother in 1955. I was just a little girl, standing on a crate so I could reach the sink. She told me, "May, we are saving summer." I did not understand what she meant back then. I just thought we were making dessert. But now I know. Winter is long. Sugar. Winter is gray. Winter is cold. There will be days when the snow is piled up against the window, and the wind is howling like a wolf. There will be days when you feel sad and tired of the dark. And on those days, you will need something to remind you that the sun still exists. That is what these peaches are. They are hope, packed in sugar syrup. Keep peeling. We are halfway through the second bushel. Do not worry about the mess on the floor. Sticky floors can be mopped. But a rotten peach is lost forever. The fruit is prepped. The syrup is simmering on the stove. It is just sugar and water, melted together until it is clear. Now comes the jars. Mason jars. Look at them. I have washed them and sterilized them. They are hot to the touch. You must pack hot fruit into hot jars. If you put hot food into a cold glass jar, crack. It will shatter in your hands. Thermal shock. So be careful. Take a jar. Start putting the peach slices in. You want to pack them tight, but not too tight. You want to arrange them. Curve side out. Like a little puzzle. Make it look pretty. We eat with our eyes first. Fill it up to the shoulder of the jar. Leave 1 inch of headspace at the top. That space is important. The food needs room to expand when it boils. If you fill it to the brim, the lid will blow off. Now, ladle in the hot syrup. Pour it slowly. Watch it fill in the gaps between the fruit. It turns the peaches into floating jewels. Stop right there, 1 inch from the top. Perfect. Now, hand me that plastic wand. The bubble remover. This is the step that amateurs forget. You see those tiny little air bubbles trapped between the peach slices? Those are the enemy. Air carries bacteria. Air causes spoilage. So we slide the wand down the side of the jar. We wiggle it. Bloop. See that bubble float to the top and pop? We do it again on the other side. Bloop. We chase every single bubble out. We want a vacuum. We want emptiness, so that the only thing in there is fruit and syrup. Now, take a clean paper towel. Dip it in vinegar. Wipe the rim of the jar. If there is even 1 tiny drop of syrup, 1 tiny grain of sugar on that glass rim, the lid will not seal. It has to be perfectly clean. Place the flat metal lid on top. Then, take the screw band. The ring. Screw it on. But wait. Do not crank it down with all your strength. We have a rule. It is called fingertip tight. You screw it until you feel resistance, and then you stop. If you tighten it too much, the air cannot escape during boiling, and the jar will buckle. If it is too loose, water will get in. It has to be just right. Like a handshake. Firm, but not crushing. Lift the jar with the jar lifter. It is heavy now. Lower it into the boiling water bath. Splosh. Bubble. Bubble. Do not be afraid of the steam. We load 7 jars at a time. Once they are all under water, we put the lid on the big pot. We bring it back to a boil. And we set the timer for 25 minutes. Now, we wait. We sit here in this hot kitchen, fanning ourselves with a newspaper, drinking iced tea. And we listen to the pot rumble. It is the sound of transformation. Inside that dark, boiling environment, The heat is killing the bacteria. It is driving the air out of the jars. It is turning perishable fruit into shelf-stable treasure. The timer just dinged. Turn off the stove. Let the water stop boiling. Let it settle for 5 minutes. Now, carefully, lift the lid. Steam billows out like a cloud. Using the jar lifter, pull the jars out one by one. Oh my, look at them. Set them on the towel on the counter. Do not let them touch each other. They need airflow to cool down. They are glowing. The light from the window hits the amber glass, and the golden fruit inside shines like trapped fire. It is the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. And now, the best part begins. We have to be quiet. Shush. Listen. Wait for it. Ping. Did you hear that? That high-pitched, metallic, music note? That was the sound of the vacuum seal forming. As the jar cools down, the contents shrink. It pulls the metal lid down tight against the glass. Ping. There goes another one. Ping. Ping. It is a symphony. Sugar. It is the applause for our hard work. Every time you hear a ping, it means that jar is safe. It means that jar will last for a year, or 2, or 3. We will leave them here undisturbed for 24 hours. Tomorrow, we will check the seals. If the lid is concave, and it does not move when you press the center, it is good. We will wipe them down. We will label them, Peaches, August, 1999, or whatever year this is. And we will carry them down to the root cellar. We will line them up on the wooden shelves, row after row of golden jars. And then, we will forget about them. We will go on with our lives. The leaves will turn brown and fall. The air will turn crisp. The frost will cover the pumpkin patch. Then the snow will come. The deep, dark winter. And one night in January, when the wind is rattling the windows and we are tired of eating potatoes and pot roast, I will say, go down to the cellar. Sugar, bring up a jar of summer. You will run down the stairs. You will grab a jar. It will be cold in your hands. You will bring it up. I will pop the lid. Pop. And instantly, the smell of fresh peaches will fill the kitchen. It will smell like August. It will smell like sunshine. It will smell like this very moment. We will pour them into bowls. We will pour a little heavy cream on top. And when you take that first bite, and the sweet juice runs down your chin, you will close your eyes. And for a few seconds, the snow will disappear. The cold will disappear. You will be back here, in the heat, with me. That is why we do it. Sugar. We do not just can fruit. We build time machines out of glass and sugar. So, wipe your brow. Take off your apron. You did good today. Now, let's sit on the porch and catch a breeze. We have earned it.